Hello friends, today we will see the second law of thermodynamics. So second law of thermodynamics, it consists of two laws, that is Kelvin-Planck statement. First one is the Kelvin-Planck statement, and second one is the Clausius statement. So Kelvin-Planck statement and second one is the Clausius statement. Second one is the Clausius statement. So this second law, it is derived considering the limitations of the first law of thermodynamics. So limitations of first law of thermodynamics is that first one, limitations of first law, that this in the first law it is silent about the direction of the flow of heat or work. It is also observed that we say it in the first law that work as a high grade energy, heat as a low grade energy, because work can be completely converted into heat, but heat cannot be completely converted into work. So here in the second law we are considering the limitations, because there it is in the first law it is not given how much amount of heat will be converted into work or how much amount of heat or work will be converted into heat. So here in the second law there are two laws are there, which is the Kelvin-Planck statement and second one is the Clausius statement. So to convert this or to explain about the explanation about the Kelvin-Planck statement, so it says that it is impossible to construct a device which will convert which is working in a cycle and will completely convert heat into work without rejection of heat to the surrounding. So there will be always some amount of heat will be rejected or given to the sink. So to considering this first law of thermodynamics, second law of thermodynamics, so this Kelvin-Planck statement, here if you consider one source is a device which will give heat without change in temperature. Its temperature going to remain constant. Source temperature, which is at a higher temperature. So high temperature source we will call it high temperature source, and this will give heat to the engine or to the system. Instead of engine I will write down this as a system. Can I write down engine also? Okay, no problem, we'll write down engine only. And here it is supplying heat at the higher temperature and will give work, and some amount of heat will be rejected to the sink. So this sink will be at lower temperature, so we will call as a low temperature. So here you will observe it that this is the system, but what does Kelvin says that this is impossible. What is impossible? That this source from which the heat will be given to the engine, so it will completely convert into work. This is impossible. Completely converting into heat work, it is impossible. There is always some amount of QH will be there which will be rejected. You cannot say that QH is equal to 0. This is impossible. This is impossible. So this is also called as a PMM2, perpetual motion machine of second kind, where it is completely convert heat supplied, that is at the high temperature heat supplied into completely into work. So this is called as a perpetual motion machine of second kind, which is impossible as per Kelvin-Planck statement. So considering the efficiency of this Kelvin-Planck statement, this can be written as output upon input. So what is the output of this? Output is the work and input is the heat supplied at the higher temperature. So QH. So work can be written as QH, this is QL. So this work will be QH minus QL upon QH, or also can be written as 1 minus QL upon QH. So this will be the efficiency of the Carnot of the second law of thermodynamics, which for the Kelvin statement when we will calculate the efficiency. So it will be 1 minus QL upon QH. QL is the heat rejected at lower temperature, QH is the heat added at higher temperature. Then second one statement is about the Clausius statement. Clausius statement. So Clausius statement states that it is impossible to construct a device which will remove heat from the lower temperature and give its heat to the higher temperature without aid of external work. Just like if you consider the, here we had considered engine, now you will consider the refrigerator, and in the refrigerator there will be the sink, there will be the source which will be evaporator, so which will be at lower temperature and this will be at higher temperature. So here to remove heat from the lower temperature, which is at the lower temperature TL, which is now source here, source and sink will be the devices where the temperature remain constant, though removal of heat from it. So here QL will be removed from the lower temperature and will be given at higher temperature with the aid of the compressor work. So this will be the Clausius statement. So he says that it is impossible to remove heat from the lower temperature and give it at higher temperature without aid of external work. External work means if this is without zero, it is impossible. We will always require work to remove heat from lower temperature and give it at higher temperature. So it is impossible. We can say it like this, that if this is a source and it is a sink in which it is adding the heat from the evaporator in the refrigerator. So here this is taking heat from source which is at lower temperature and giving it at higher temperature, and this is going to form where work is zero. If work is zero, this is impossible. Impossible to construct a device which will take heat from the lower temperature and give it at the higher temperature without aid of external work. Means compressor work is zero, which is impossible. So here the performance in the Clausius statement, it is calculated on the basis of COP. We call it COP, which is coefficient of performance. So COP, it is given as a output upon input. Generally COP, why we called it, because here you will get the value more than 1, and that's why we calculate this in the form of COP, coefficient of performance. So what is the output of this refrigerator? Output of refrigerator is removal of heat from the lower temperature and for which you are supplying the work WC. So same can be written as QL upon QH minus QL. So this is the COP of refrigerator. If you consider the COP of heat pump, it will also work in the same way, but their output will be different. Output will be the higher temperature, not the lower temperature. If I take the heat pump HP, so here it is QH, giving it at the higher temperature and taking heat from the lower temperature QL from the source. Just like from the atmosphere, the heat pump is taking the heat and from lower temperature and giving it in the room, which is the sink, which is at the higher temperature TH. So here you will require the work, which will be compressor work, and here COP of the heat pump, we will call it as a output. What is output now? It is not QL, it output is your QH. So your output is QH, that is hitting the room from the surrounding temperature. If surroundings or the source temperature is -5 degree and here you want the temperature of 20 degree. So this heat pump will take heat from this low temperature and give it at the room temperature. So which will be now here QH minus QL. So this will be the COP of heat pump. So combination of this, again sometime it is written as COP of heat pump plus COP of heat pump minus COP of refrigerator is equal to 1. Now we will see the violation of Kelvin statement violates the Clausius statement. Violation of Kelvin statement violates Clausius statement. Because it is observed that these both are interdependent, violation of one will violate the other. If it is going to violation Kelvin statement, it will violate Clausius statement. If you are going to violate Clausius statement, you are going to violate Kelvin statement. So he says that if you consider one engine, now we are violating the Kelvin statement, considering that this engine which is working, this is converting the work or giving the work W, where it is supplied by the heat from the source. This is a source which is at higher temperature, and this is supplying heat at the higher temperature to the engine and completely converting into work. It is rejected, heat rejected, that is QL is 0 from this. So what we are violating? We are violating the Kelvin statement. Now here if you consider the Clausius statement, where it is removing heat from the lower temperature. So this, if I consider this as a heat pump, which is taking heat from the lower temperature, that is QL, and here this is the device which is the sink source for this, from which it is taking heat from the low temperature and giving it at sink which is at the higher temperature. This is a TH. This is also at the TH, higher temperature. This is at the lower temperature, TL. So here taking heat from low temperature and giving it at the higher temperature, QH. So here whatever the work required, it will be supplied by this engine to this system, where it will remove heat from low temperature and giving it to the higher temperature, which is the sink for this heat pump. So combination of this, if you consider the combination of these two, you will observe that here, if I combine this heat pump and engine, and this heat pump is run by the engine which is supplying and not rejecting it to the sink, you will observe the system will form like this, where this will be the temperature source which is at the higher temperature, and where it is absorbing or giving heat at higher temperature, and with the combination of this, combination of heat pump and engine, here it is taking heat from the lower temperature QL and giving it at higher temperature. So what is this indicating? This is indicating that here the from the lower temperature heat is removed and given it to the higher temperature without aid of external heat. Means it is going to violate the Clausius statement. Means here you had violated the Kelvin statement, and here violating Kelvin statement, combination of this is going to violate the Clausius statement. So we can say it that it is going to violate the Clausius statement. Same way, another one, it is that violation of Clausius is going to violate the Kelvin statement. So here violation of Clausius statement, violation of Clausius statement violates Kelvin Planck statement. So here if you consider one system which is working, we are violating the Clausius statement. So we'll consider one heat pump, and this heat pump is removing heat from the lower temperature, that is QL. It is taking heat from the lower temperature, heat QL from the lower temperature TL, and giving heat at higher temperature QH with the, which is at the temperature of TH. So this source sink is at the higher temperature TH, and this source is at the lower temperature TL, it is taking heat from the lower temperature and giving it at the higher temperature. And here the work supplied to this W, it is 0. We are not supplying the work. So what we are doing, we are violating the Clausius statement. Now if I consider here another system is the engine, and this engine is taking heat from the source which is at the higher temperature TH, taking heat from the higher temperature and giving the heat which is in the form of work, or giving the work W and rejecting the heat QL to the sink. Now if I combine this, which is at the TL sink, so if I combine the system, this source and sink, so here you will observe it, the combination of this will become, here this is at the higher temperature, that is T1, and here whatever the heat is supplied, the combination of this both one, which is going to give the work W, and rejecting heat to the sink. Now here to the sink it will be 0, because here QL whatever it is transferred will be going to this way and directly it will be obtained here. So here QL which is going to obtain will be equal to 0. So this indirectly we can say it that this system which will form here will be in this way, because here combination will take place and you will get the work. So here this combination of heat pump plus engine is going to give the work where heat rejected QL is 0, because this QL which is supplied will be going here and this will be absorbed by the heat pump. So combination of this system will going to give you the work W, which is again violation of the Kelvin statement. We can say it violation of Clausius statement is going to violate the Kelvin statement. Here it is violated because Q is 0, it is completely converting into work, which is impossible. This is a perpetual motion machine of second kind. Perpetual motion machine of second kind.